Women's tennis star Aryna Sabalenka accused of ruining the sport despite being an undeniable talent. Aryna Sabalenka lost a ton of fans heading into the 2026 season. When it comes to overall production, Sabalenka is undoubtedly one of the best in the business. She's a four-time Grand Slam champion who has handled the pressure of being the #1 ranked player in the world. So why are fans upset with her? Well, it's because she competed against Nick Kyrgios in a battle of the sexes exhibition match. Kyrgios, a former Wimbledon finalist, defeated Sabalenka 6-3, 6-3 at the Coca-Cola Arena in Dubai. Fans weren't necessarily disappointed by Sabalenka's performance. What bothered them is that she agreed to face Kyrgios. They believe it was a terrible look for women's tennis. Congratulations to Aryna Sabalenka for embarrassing women's tennis, one fan wrote on X. Sorry, but I'll never forgive Aryna Sabalenka for what she's done to women's tennis, a second fan commented. I've lost any and all respect I ever had for her. A big thank you to Aryna Sabalenka for setting women's tennis back 52 years, another fan said. Hope it was worth the cash and the publicity. Aryna Sabalenka utterly embarrassing the entirety of women's tennis in pursuit of fueling her own ego, victim complex and bank balance, a social media user added. Shortly after Kyrgios defeated Sabalenka in straight sets, he called out those ripping the reigning US Open champion. As I said before this whole event, whatever role I was to play, it was another great opportunity to go out here. She broke my serve numerous times. And honestly, I had to strap it because she was putting the pressure on, hitting amazing shots. I would love to play her again and showcase her talent and also what I have left in the tank. Ultimately, it was a really hard-fought battle and there were breaks back and forth, Kyrgios said, via Reuters. Seeing someone as great as Aryna out here and myself, it truly is a spectacle and I think this is a great moving stepping stone forward for the sport of tennis. Do you think Sabalenka messed up by participating in the Battle of the Sexes match? This story was originally published by The Spun on December 30, 2025, where it first appeared in the tennis section. Add The Spun as a preferred source by clicking here. Tennis. Aryna Sabalenka, the passionate champion at the heart of a tennis storm in late 2025, women's tennis found itself at the center of an unexpected controversy, not over a missed shot, contractual disputes, or coaching shakeups, but over an exhibition match. At the heart of it all stood Aryna Sabalenka, the Belarusian world #1 and multiple Grand Slam champion, whose decision to take part in a modern version of the Battle of the Sexes ignited a firestorm of criticism from fans and commentators alike. Yahoo Sports Plus won the match that sparked debate held in Dubai. The exhibition pitted Sabalenka against Nick Kyrgios, a flamboyant and controversial former Wimbledon finalist. Kyrgios won the contest 6-3, 6-3, but the result wasn't what stirred the tennis world. Rather, it was the idea itself, a gender crossover exhibition, intended to promote entertainment and broaden interest, framed by many as trivializing elite tennis. Yahoo Sports, some fans took to social media with blistering comments. Congratulations to Aryna Sabalenka for embarrassing women's tennis, one wrote. Another commented, she's set women's tennis back decades, suggesting that competing against a male player in this format was a backward step for women's sport. The Spun. Why the backlash? On the surface, it might seem surprising that fans would react so strongly to what was meant to be an exhibition. Yet several factors fueled controversy. 1. Perception of misrepresentation. Critics argue that while men's and women's tennis both showcase immense athleticism, cross-gender exhibitions distort public perception. They fear such matches suggest women must prove themselves against male opponents to gain attention, an implication that many saw as undermining the serious competition of the WTA Tour, where women already compete at extraordinary levels. Marca 2. Historical echoes and expectations. The event invoked comparisons to the legendary 1973 Battle of the Sexes between Billie Jean King and Bobby Riggs, a matchup that transcended sport and symbolized the fight for gender equality. The modern iteration in Dubai, by contrast, was seen by some as an unauthentic spectacle without the original social stakes, making it appear more like a publicity stunt than a meaningful athletic narrative. The Guardian. 3. Social media firestorm. Criticism didn't wait for official commentary. From passionate fans to viral clips and heated threads, voices online shaped the narrative before thorough context could be offered. Some labeled Sabalenka's choice as ego-driven or financially motivated, while others questioned whether the spectacle diluted the sport's integrity. PFS together, these reactions transformed what might have been a quirky headline into a broader debate about modern sports, gender, and spectacle. Speech balloon Sabalenka's defense. Tennis is more than tradition amid the backlash. Sabalenka did not retreat quietly. She stood by her decision to participate, insisting that the match offered an entertaining showcase of tennis and attracted attention from audiences beyond typical tournament viewers. In post-match comments, she highlighted that the encounter was competitive, engaging, and drew praise from notable figures. In her view, a good promotional vehicle for the sport. The Daily Star, her partner in this narrative, Nick Kyrgios, also pushed back against the critics, noting that Sabalenka pushed him hard and that the match was a hard-fought spectacle, not a mismatch. Their shared defense portrayed the event as one that expanded tennis beyond its traditional boundaries. Reuters. This reaction underscored a key theme: sports evolve, and athletes, especially global stars, increasingly explore avenues outside classic tournament structures to engage fans, broaden appeal, and challenge norms. Performing arts beyond the match. A complex personality in the spotlight. The controversy over the exhibition didn't emerge in isolation. Competing at the highest level brings intense scrutiny, and Sabalenka has occasionally found herself in hot water for other moments as well. Earlier in 2025, she apologized for comments after losing a French Open final to Coco Gauff, admitting her remarks were completely unprofessional. The Guardian. Over the years, she's been open about the emotional challenges of elite competition, a trait that fans either admire for its authenticity or criticize in more polarized commentary. Through these ups and downs, Sabalenka's charisma, intensity, and blunt public voice have made her one of the most talked-about figures in tennis today. Brain. Why this matters. Sports, spectacle, and identity at its core. The Sabalenka situation reflects how elite sports and fandom have transformed in the digital age. 1. The media amplifier. Social platforms accelerate opinions into movements. A single tweet can mobilize